still hurts, but I know now the Brotherhood isn't solely to blame. Thanks for showing me a different perspective. See ya!
Well, in their perspective, it was that
Victoria?
duh.
Ugh, good going.
Nice to see you again.
Right in front of Night Shin,
No
too.
meat. Approved.
Wait, right back so?
Declined. And this ration request.
Do you think I could become an initiate too?
Are you happy Marsha's back?
Yeah, except when she bosses me around. But soon I'll be big like her and she won't be able to do that anymore.
I'll still be able to take you, little twerp.
No way. I'm gonna be super strong and have power armor. You won't even stand a chance. Stay safe
Okay.
out there.
Now,
I'll
where
have some
the
additions
hell
like
is
the
Ronnie?
We can't afford to find any more weak points.
I hope my next mission is soon. I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Is he supposed to be here?
Everything makes sense now.
Did she fall through the world or something?
Ad Victoriam.
I'm just seeing
Let's see what
Shin.
Marsha's up to. Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need. The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If any of them try to attack. I hope Marsha's doing okay.
What the
It's been
hell?
long without her around. The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before? Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here.
That's kind of cool glowing.
What would the elders do in this situation?
Hello, thanks for the raid. Welcome on in, where you
Should see if anyone needs help with anything.
Hiya.
Now that's how we do it!
Thanks for the follow.
For the Brotherhood, Dr. Hardy.
Trying to figure out how to pronounce that.
Each
Okay,
day in service
you
of the
got this.
Brotherhood is a step forward.
Record? Is that it? Hey there, killer.
I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol.
Could've sworn I had another
Love it.
action figure here. Oh, there it is. Ball. The iPad. Okay, now everything's saved. Boop. And we're here doing the Still Rain. We just
But look what else
got the crazy sister back who, well, not gonna fully spoil it, but yeah. I really don't like the sister. I was kind of hoping she would die.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Night Shin's
I
treated
know
us
it's
well.
terrible, but I just did not like that character.
I understand your frustration, Mr. Knapp. Finding everyone
Hey,
that has gone missing is
it's a
my
birdie
top
birdie.
priority, but we need more evidence before we can act.
Evidence? Well, what more do you need, huh? Are you saying my Cassie is a liar?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Initiate. Excellent timing.
Cassie.
There's something we should discuss.
Yeah, the whole thing with her joining the Raiders made no sense to me at all. Like, you join the people who actually were the ones technically responsible for your mom's death. It made no sense. Yeah, it was. I mean, she blamed the Brotherhood, but Raiders are the ones that did it. And they were going to do it eventually anyways. So it's like, so remember correctly, they weren't able to make up the crops or whatever they needed to give to the raiders, and that's why the Brotherhood mainly helped them. From what I think it was Armani said in the previous expansion. So yeah, it just honestly, I was really hoping the plot with the freaking necklace, because she said it was like the same necklace as her mother's. So I was really hoping that would actually be the necklace and big. Oh yeah, he was the one that actually killed her. Unfortunately, that plot didn't happen. Yeah, she blamed the ones that supplied them with the weapons, which, I mean, they didn't blow themselves up or anything, and they did train them to use them. The only thing was they got outnumbered.
Mr. Knapp here has come to us with another missing persons case.
My niece Cassie. Cassie Holloway. She paid some caravan and folk to help her travel here from out west. Sent me some letters just before she set out. Them letters arrived just fine, but...
Now that's how we do
I
it!
went and spoke with them caravanners, and they tell me that my Cassie never set out with them at all. Those, Blue Mountain,
The Blue Ridge Caravan Company.
Those guys. Thanks for the follow, Killer. Welcome on in. Let's see. Blue Ridge, I found a letter saying that mercenaries would acquire people for them.
Really? This letter said they would acquire more people from Blue Ridge? Interesting. This is the first real lead we've found, and it connects directly with what Mr. Knapp is reporting. I actually had my own suspicions about the organization, but this information certainly tips the scales.
Alright, have a good night, Killer. Or morning, or afternoon, whichever it is over there. Let's see. What made you suspicious of Blue Ridge?
I've made several attempts to contact the Blue Ridge Caravan Company in hopes of trading supplies. They turned me down. Every time. I understand that the Brotherhood can be an intimidating presence, and the West Virginia chapter didn't exactly leave behind a shining legacy, but I think we've shown we have Appalachia's safety and security at heart. Yet they remain unwilling to even speak. I find it suspicious. During our travels, we found that a caravan group was just as often a cover for slavers and raiders. The friendly guys for rolling through towns. I didn't suspect Blue Ridge of such at first. But their repeated refusal to talk, Mr. Knapp's story, and this letter are simply too much to ignore.
I will say I really want her outfit. I dig her outfit.
We need to investigate this Blue Ridge Caravan Company immediately. Well, they have an office at the west end of the Big Bend Tunnel. Initiate! I'd like you to meet me there. But try not to attract too much attention either. If they realize we're in the Brotherhood, they may clam up.
Really? Unfortunately, this playthrough is a Shin playthrough. It's just hard to be a dick to her. Damn it. Like, I like this character. I hate Shin. I like her. Wait, you're joining me on this mission?
That's right. Fort Atlas is secure for the time being, and with Shin out of commission, I'd like to step in and do my part. This is our strongest lead by
True,
far.
Shin did get
The two
shot.
of us need
No,
to
he
act
got
quickly
blown up
if we
by a
hope to
freaking
safely return
landmine.
those that went missing.
See you there.
Thank you, Initiate. Ad Victoriam.
Okay, do we have an optional one to talk to Shin about this? No, unfortunately. Go to Shin just in case. See if there's any kind of plot there.
These are confusing times. Don't let it distract you from your duty.
Talk about what happened at Candy Caverns?
Things didn't go as planned at the caverns, but we handled the situation well as a team.
Yeah, he was a belly
Good
flop,
work.
definitely. Why did you choose initiates Holson and Norman? Yeah, Holson should not have been there. But period, she should not have been there. Like, she literally got him killed.
I thought Initiate Norland would serve as an example to Initiate Houston. Instead, they went in two different directions. And that proved fatal.
Yeah, she ran away
This
like a
doesn't
coward.
make up for the loss. Not even close. But I understand better now that people need to be met where they are. That applies to all the initiates. I need to understand them before they can trust me.
I hope my next mission is.
Duh.
I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Norman's death was regrettable.
Yes, it's something I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. But I'll carry it with pride for what Norland gave to the Brotherhood. We all put our lives on the line by signing up. My goal is to ensure that in the end, what we've done for the world makes it worth it.
Maybe I'll go see what Marsha's up to.
Next time, don't send two initiates in a freaking hole full of freaking super mutants. How's your
It's a
injury?
thorn in my side, physically and figuratively. It takes twice as long to get anything done like this. On top of that,
Seriously?
I can't maintain my regular fitness routine. I'm starting to feel like my limbs are made of wet rubber rather than flesh. The good news is that this should heal quickly. My armor took the majority of the damage. I hope we can get it back in working order before I need to get out there again.
So his fitness routine is the
Sure.
most important thing.
Vic Adorian?
Right.
Ugh, good going, Erica. Right in front of night.
So it looks like they reset a lot of this stuff. Talk about the
I'd
Raiders.
rather not waste my breath on that topic, so make it quick.
Tears. Oof.
You mean that vile man we dealt with at the storeroom? The next time he tries to wax poetic about brotherhood tyranny and how he's trying to protect his family. Any family that threatens others to protect itself is just a criminal mob. And the way that Pierce tries to twist his words around you to justify himself, it's repulsive.
You're not completely wrong.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild America.
Yeah, we've
Build and forge it.
done all that before.
Gladly.
Current state.
Of course. It never hurts to refresh ourselves on what we stand for.
I can't wait to tell Max about my latest patrol. He is gonna love it.
Make it quick, please.
Okay, no good there.
We'll make Atlas.
That's not something we can afford to focus on right now. Romani and I are both putting our full efforts into understanding the extent of the super mutant threat. Once that's dealt with,
Okay, that's
we'll
new.
have her betrayal to contend with. It may be some time before that happens. But when it does, I'll be counting on your support.
Family Shin. Is Superman such a big concern?
One, they're an unknown. I understand these creatures have been sighted around Appalachia for some time now. but this is the Brotherhood's first time dealing with them. We need more information before we can count this threat as controlled. 2, they targeted us
we already
directly.
did that.
The blow, we must determine their motives. If 3, it's an affront to...
Yeah, it's just... Happened after mittens were dealt with. And it's gonna be talking about Romani again.
Yes.
Okay, so that's... Well, same old, same old. So we can't tattle to him. Okay.
Hey there.
So where are we going now?
Stay strong, friend. No telling what the next challenge will hold.
Let's... The Ridge Caravan Company office.
Everything makes sense now. This is my place.
Actually, I was gonna go... Showing up. Ah, down here. So it mounts the foundation and then there. Anything possible, family Shin? Yeah. I'm still not a Shin fan. Even though this is a Shin playthrough, I'm not a fan of them. I actually can't wait for my melee playthrough where we actually do Romani. Okay. Big Tunnel West. Boop. Yes. I sure can't wait for the meat week for the pepper shaker. That thing's gives a pretty sick weapon. Woo. Things don't look good here. Master Terminal is Smoker Boy. Yes, I'm telling you to kick the habit. Don't you get a stingo on the lungs? Okay.
I don't like the fog. Even just a mist makes it harder to see. Clean up this, fix that. Never seems to end.
Let's see. Side quest, I do not want to do that. Yeah. Do that another time.
Ah, there you are, Inishi. I mean, friend. Sorry for the informality, but
Inishi.
keep a low profile. Don't want to spook anyone that might be listening in.
Sure thing, Leela.
Huh. Don't get too used to that. But listen, I was hoping we could talk for a few minutes before we head upstairs. Let me buy you a drink. What do you say?
I got flirt.
Oh, cut the crap. I'm being real here. There's some things we need to hash out. Come on, pull up a stool.
Sure, I could use a drink.
Great. Take a seat.
Oh boy, a customer! What can I get for you?
So I have to have, what, -1 intelligence? Get the nigga shit. Let's get whiskey.
Neat. Well, you sure as shit ain't getting it on the rocks. Okay, here you go. Enjoy.
Huh. A fine choice. Salomati, my friend.
Okay. Well, ago you mentioned a Night Connors.
Alan Connors. That's right. Dear, dear friend. The two of us were from the same unit in the National Guard. Alan had been my rock through every storm I weathered. We survived the bombs together, joined the Brotherhood together. He was more than my right hand. He was really a lifelong companion. I'd never really considered a world without him. Not just to me either. To both Valdez and Shin. He was like a big brother. Even a father. He was always there for them. That's the part that gets to me. He was an important person to damn near everyone. It's what makes his absence hurt even more.
Wonder if things would have been different if he was here.
Almost certainly. When we lost Alan, Shin stepped up to take on many of his responsibilities. He was on top of the grief. That must have been a lot to handle. It led him to fall back on what he knows. Rules and doctrine. He doesn't trust anyone else to help him see beyond that. Not like he trusted Alan. And because of me, because of a call I made, we all lost him. I know Shin will never forgive me for it.
Ah, that's why it's so personal. Reckless decision like that, put everybody at risk.
I'll let that one slide, since we're off duty, so to speak. But don't for a minute think that you're in a position to lecture me on the responsibilities of my station. If anything, I fought against my better instincts and went with a plan that I myself doubted. But that kind of reflection is fruitless. I made the final call. The burden lies on my shoulders. I hope, at least, you can start to see things from my perspective more. To understand why I make the choices I make.
So about you and Shin?
Aw, I'd rather not ruin this. I just need a brief moment where I'm not a paladin to a headstrong, self-righteous, mutinous knight.
Ouch. What made you join the Brotherhood?
That's interesting phrasing. Join. Never really thought about it that way. I was already in the National Guard, helping people, maintaining peace. That was my life. The Brotherhood didn't feel like a new organization. It felt like regrouping with my people. A return to form. Maybe some ranks and verbiage changed, but the heart of it was there. I'm not sure I even gave it a second thought.
I hate being a dictator. Sounds like you didn't know what you were signing up for.
No, I don't think it's quite as simple as a bait and switch. When the Founders started out, I genuinely believe they were fueled by a desire to protect people from the horrors of the old world. But time changed them. I paid too much attention to what they did and how, but lost sight of why. The people. Sometimes I think... No, I'm certain that I was selected for this mission in order to remove my perspective and influence. The Elders saw my pull and experience as a threat, and knew I would never align with their goals. What better way to prevent my meddling than to send me packing on a cross-country venture? I often wonder if they ever expected me to report in at all. To make it here alive. Joke's on them, I guess.
Let's finish with the toast.
I think that's a fine idea. To whom?
Good night, Shin.
Ah, you really know how to twist the knife. But yes, to Daniel Shin. May he see a speedy recovery. Bisalamati. Now, on to business. Let's head upstairs.
Okay.
And remember to keep a low profile. We're just a pair of friendly traders looking for potential business.
Oh yes, I'm very low profile with a Brotherhood of Steel giant metal backpack. Brotherhood of Steel outfit. Yes, I'm very low key.
Here comes trouble.
Yeah, it's bourbon house.
Ms. Mayfield. My name is Layla. I made an appointment to speak with you.
Oh,
please,
have you
Joanna
returned
is
to
just
plunge
my
into
fan.
the depths of Big
And while all
Bend
this
again?
cloak and dagger
Well, I'm
hubbub
great
is
sorry.
lattering, why don't we cut to the chase, Paladin Romani?
Well, that was short-lived. Okay, Joanna. It appears I underestimated you.
Oh my god, the freaking servers today.
I'm afraid my calendar is all out of room for idle chatter, dear. And looky there. You've got one of these famous vault dwellers in tow. Oh, and I know this one. Made a splash around here. Say, when are you planning to provide some of that skill to my caravans?
I'd appreciate if the job offers were saved for later. We're here on pressing business.
Okay, Paladin. Down to brass tacks, then. It's not an accident that I finally opted to meet with you, after playing hard to get for so long. We know you're interested in the folks that have gone missing. We are too. Been looking into it for a spell now.
For that, you should know we have evidence connecting Blue Ridge to all this.
And what, pray tell, is that, darling?
We found correspondence from our suspects claiming they were acquiring people from Blue Ridge. It seems to me that your company has been transporting people in a different way than you've advertised. And involuntarily at that.
We've always been upfront and honest with this venture. The routes are dangerous, and our Brahmins sure as hell don't smell like roses. Everyone who works with us gets the straight truth. And I certainly don't take too kindly to what you're implying. I could stand here and deny your allegations every which way to Sunday. But I know you won't just take my word for it. So if you've got some hard evidence to prove my people were involved in this little scheme, show it. Otherwise, this letter of yours sounds more like we're the target, not co-conspirators.
Hold on, if you knew, why lie to Art Napa? Why refuse our help?
Plain and simple. I wanted to handle this internally. I didn't want news of this stirring up a panic. maybe causing the perpetrators to flee. Our client paid us for safe transport, and we failed them. It was our responsibility to solve it discreetly. I'm sure you can appreciate that. As for deceiving Mr. Knapp, well, I dislike fibbing. But sometimes you've got to play your cards close to your chest, especially when lives are at stake.
I don't buy it. Sounds more like you were trying to prevent future clients from being scared off. It makes me wonder if this sudden cooperation isn't in the interest of helping others. Maybe you've just been caught.
I'd be offended by these accusations if it didn't weave such a fascinating story. Are you planning to sell that as a dime novel? Well, if you're wondering why my organization would choose to dodge your calls, examine the attitude with which you've started this conversation. This pseudo-authority you're flaunting is exactly the type of oppression and regulation that my free enterprise can do without.
Okay, tell us what you know. We have to act fast.
All right. That's fine by me.
Right now, the most important thing is finding everyone that has gone missing and returning them home. Being upfront with your involvement in this now will be looked upon favorably, because we're not stopping until this is solved and they are safe.
Slow down, Paladin. This is not an admission of guilt or an attempt to weasel out of responsibility. We are just as concerned about these folk as you. We're willing to cooperate in hopes of saving lives, nothing else. And if you're hoping I'm about to spill the beans on some secret abduction scheme, you're out of luck. We have the same goals as you in this.
Honeyed words, but we should proceed. What can you tell us about the people that went missing from your caravan?
Better to just let you take a look for yourselves. Ares! Come on in here!
This guy looks like some kind of guard. Probably armed. Don't take your eye off him, Initiate.
Or you can just walk through me like a freaking ghost, okay. Don't you think you're jumping too many conclusions?
Despite Miss Mayfield's silver tongue, I'm not entirely convinced. Let's not start a shootout, but just stay cautious.
You rang, boss?
Harper's Ferry, the train tunnel. Mind showing our guests the route?
Oh, crap. You really want to go back there?
That was exactly my thinking, Ares. Head on over to that tunnel and show this duo of detectives the scene of the crime. Does that sound amenable to y'all?
What can you tell me about this train tunnel?
The train tunnel itself isn't so important, but underneath is a top-secret gas pipeline running all the way out of the region. It's a pretty discreet route. Safe, too, comparatively. Except, the most recent trip.
What are we expecting to find there?
Well, the last known whereabouts of one of our caravans. They set up camp there, but come morning, the entire place was abandoned. It was a big group, maybe around 15, including our own guard.
You've lost that many people? And we're only just now hearing about this.
That's on me. I chose to keep this off the books. May be a bad call, but let's save examining hindsight for when we've gotten to the bottom of this.
I think it's time we need to go. Let's go.
Okie dokie, I'll meet you there. It's the big fancy train tunnel, just east of Harper's Ferry.
Now, time is money, and I've burned a bottle and plant worth of caps chatting with you two. So if you don't mind, please direct any further inquiries to my masked associate.
Fine. But after reviewing the evidence, I plan to revisit Blue Ridge's involvement in this matter.
By all means. If you find something that gets us answers, we can talk till the Brahmin come home.
Okay, they really don't like each other. Sorry, fire tunnel. This is the correct tunnel, right? That's something different. Holy shit, it's way the fuck out here. Screw it. Like, this one's like, no wonder you got people missing and everything. You're going like straight through super mutant territory and everything. Okay, this way. Interesting. Place with gold wings. Copper. So it's down there. There you go.
Initiate. Glad you made it here safely. That Ares character is further ahead. I should mention, every instinct I have is telling me not to trust him. It seems we don't have much choice for the time being, but we'd be wise to keep an eye on him.
Follow the evidence, not instinct.
I'm sure Shin would applaud your cool, logical analysis, but do not ignore human intuition. Not to mention experience. I've dealt with caravan groups like this before. More than once, we discovered that slavers had been using the guise of a caravan to collect and transport people. Blue Ridge using a dark corner like this for their operations only raises my suspicions. I cannot overlook the similarities.
Okay, let's go meet him.
All right, you take point. And guns at the ready. I spotted some feral ghouls earlier.
Like, if he's up ahead, how does he not run into these goals? Just saying. Like, seriously? How did you get here?
Well, hello there. The spot we're looking for is further in the facility. There's a trick to getting in. Give me one shake of a lamb squatch's tail to get it open. Let's see, 30 days past September, carry the 2.
Is this for real?
And Viola is just a little further ahead. Please, after you.
Fine. But don't think we aren't keeping an eye on you.
I can't blame you.
How the hell did you do
I'm a real
that?
looker.
That's a nice picture, but... Okay. This is kind of looking more and more shady. Fuck you. It's a little obvious I'm packing. Stop hiding. That's interesting. Oh, get over here. That doesn't sound friendly. That sounds like super mutants. Okay. Goodies we get. My lockpick doesn't die on me. Yeah, that's disappointing.
Okay, the camp's just past this door here. I'll get it open.
Romani? Man, I know you're in a hurry, but...
And that's bad. Oh, that's very bad.
Speak, Ares. What's a holdup?
You're not gonna like this. Follow me.
I think she prefers getting her cardio on a vault door thing.
Yep, just like I thought. Let's chat.
Are you done with your cardio?
Welcome to the 9th Circle of Hell. First, the good news. It's bring your own paramilitary night, so the paladin drinks for free.
That. Start making sense or I'll put my fist through your mask.
Well, I hope you've gotten your tetanus shot. No telling where my face has been. But listen up first. Here's the quick version. Clever little me locks that door by setting off a bogus gas leak alarm. But it looks like in order to lift the lockdown, you need to verify there's actually no gas leak. The door is real picky like that.
Why did you lock the door in the first
We
place?
ferried a lot of people through these tunnels. Didn't want any of our former clients trying to use it. Not for business reasons or anything. We just didn't want anyone else going missing down here.
Okay, so verify there's no gas leak.
Oh, I'd love to, but there's a little problem. If you'll cast your steely gaze to the left, you'll see a massive, impenetrable wall of strangler vines. To verify there's no gas leak, we need to get to the pump room. One guess where the pump room is located.
Yeah. And impenetrable wall of strangler vines.
Winner, winner, rag steak dinner. There were some engineers living down here well after the bombs fell. Looks like they lasted a few years even. Which means they had a way of fighting back the vines. Maybe start by looking for how they did that.
People live down here? How do you know?
I snooped around a bit when I first recommended the route to Joanna. There's some offices that were clearly being used as bunks for a while. Not sure what happened to them. It almost looks like they just dropped dead on the spot. That's not a bad omen, is it?
Yeah, it kind of is. Why are strangler vines exactly?
I don't know. They're all over this region, though. Hard as hell to cut, and they grow like they hold a grudge.
How do you know so much about this place?
In a past life, I used to work with these pencil-pushing sociopaths in suits. Well, not at this facility, but I was in the know about their various nefarious dealings in the region.
Okay, well, fine. Cut the vines.
Mm-hmm. I'll just skulk here in the corner in case another way of opening this door comes to mind. Let me know if you have any luck. Try not to die a terrible death.
This sounds like a very contrived way of getting us killed. Stay sharp, Initiate.
Oh. Okay. So, guess we go this way. I didn't make it.
Initiate, look there, behind that gate. Seems like some kind of thrown-together lab. Do you suppose they were making something to deal with the vines? I think I see some kind of chemical on the ground there. We need to find a way to unlock this door.
Says that's jackass. That's misspelling.
From the sound of it, they wrote the numbering system down so they wouldn't need to remember it. Must be around here somewhere.
$11, $12, $12, $11. Interesting. In case you guys forgot, we need to use the new decryption system for entering the password. Stop asking why there's no letters on the stupid machines. Take the password, convert it into numbers, try use those mechanical engineering degree for once.
Looks like we'll need more than just a password to get through. Some kind of code for turning words into numbers, it seems.
There's 3 panels. That. Not that. Not that. That. Yeah, which one was it? Yeah, it's none of those. Oh, okay, there's more. So there's only a few of us left down here. Decided to stop changing the password each week for here until eternity. It's going to be open sesame seed. Why? Because it's sell any of you to the nearest raider. If I meant I could eat another sesame seed bagel again.
Open sesame seed, eh? I've always been more of an everything bagel person. Now we just need a way to change that phrase into a series of numbers.
Look under the confusion chart. Under chart. He'll be in here somewhere. Chart. Yeah, I still don't understand that. Yeah, plunger. Swish, swish, swish. That's just rude. Let's see, give me a swirler. Send the next thing. Look for number conversion charts. So far, I'm not having luck on that. Okay, maybe now it's in the computer. Think of. Personnel, blah 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 blah. A is 26, C is 1. I am not good at this shit. God damn it, why'd they have to put one of these things in here? I suck at math. Ree.
I'm still thinking about other ways we might get this door open. Definitely not replaying old episodes of Katie Inkwell in my head. Any luck finding a way to lift the lockdown yet?
Oh, what is this mess?
Just your run-of-the-mill illegal natural gas pipeline, courtesy of the fine people at the Bish Company. A bit before the war, Bish offered to maintain this historic train tunnel out of the goodness of their cold, corporate hearts. And wouldn't you know it, they may have had an ulterior motive.
Very did that?
We ferried a lot of people through this tunnel. I'm still thinking about any luck finding...
Okay, so don't know why it's marking those as not red yet. I'll have to just find the code.